Hello, happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a great day. I got thrown off a little bit right now, so that introduction is bad. Anyways, how's it? I don't know, just something went in and I was like, what am I doing? Yeah, it took me a second to realize we are going live on Tuesday. It's Tuesday, so we're live. I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday, so you guys, you know what that means. That means we're live on all platforms, starting here on our Facebook group page. So welcome in. If it's your first time joining us, welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name is Danny. Sam is on the side right now. She is going to come in later and craft in a little bit with you guys. And yeah, so welcome in. I hope you guys stay for the entire thing. Again, if it's your first time joining us, welcome. We do craft here on Tuesdays. We go live on Tuesdays. We start here on our Facebook group, and then we jump over to our different platforms. So if you don't follow us there, make sure you do. After this one, we jump over to Instagram, and we finish the day on TikTok. So make sure you follow us on all of those platforms. Do not want to miss anything. But in case you do, guess what? You can go to our YouTube channel, and you could actually rewatch the lives there, including a whole bunch of other videos from unboxing, from these lives, from tutorials, a lot of cool things going on. So make sure you are subscribing to our YouTube channel as well. Let's see, what else? What's going on?
I'm doing my best Jessie impersonation.
Are you doing your best? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sam's doing her best impersonation of Jessie, which is he is not here with us today, but hopefully we'll have him here on the next one. Hey, Jessica, how are you? How are you doing? How's your Tuesday going? If you are joining us for the first time, please let us know in the comments. Drop it in the comments. Where are you from? And if you do any type of crafting and what kind of crafting. So yeah, let us know. But yeah, welcome in. I hope you guys are having a great day. A lot of cool things going on here at MakerFlo, like these cool lives that everybody. Hey, Kayla's in the house. Hi, Kayla. How are you? Welcome. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing today?
I wish they would get like tokens for every time they join a live, so they could like every time their name would pop up, it'd be like 20 tokens for 20 lives.
Yeah,
like, that'd be cool.
You know, that's funny you mentioned something like that. I was actually thinking about it, and how cool would it be for us to send some, besides what you guys win already, but some like kind of like, and I think the whole thing with your dad gave me the idea of the coins. Mm-hmm. Keeping track of all these people that join our lives, mm-hmm. and sending them a type of coin, like some type of like you said, a reward or something like that. I don't know, it's in the process. I was thinking about it, but anyways.
Once we figure out how to grade on the coins.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so you heard that live. Keep watching. Maybe you'll win something. You will get something sent to you. Anyways, how's everyone doing? Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Hi, Carrie. Welcome.
So, hi, we're all here now. We want things.
Yeah. No blame, Jesse. No, not today. He's actually, the guys are using him back at the warehouse, so he's helping out over there. But we hope to have him here on the next live. But he's not here. But again, he's a big part of the team. So
he's with us in spirit.
He's out there crushing it everywhere else too. So yeah. But yeah. Anyways, going back to what's going on here. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's weekend going? How's the weather where you guys are at? It's hot here in Arizona. We're in full summer mode. It is hot, so hopefully you guys are a lot cooler than what we are. It says doing good, family home, and had a interesting last couple of weeks. How are you feeling? I hope you are feeling a lot better, and I'm glad to hear that you're home now, Jennifer. So that's always good news. That's always good to hear. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that you're doing a lot better, and that you're home. What else? Anybody have any crafting this past weekend? Anybody do any shows? I know Kayla's busy out there doing what was the glow in the dark things? I forgot what they were called. I can't think of the.
Oh, she's making like dice.
The dice. There you go. Yes, thank you. How did those come out, Kayla? Those look pretty cool. Saw that you were showing off your work there. Pretty cool. Hot and humid in Oklahoma, I bet. What did Jennifer say? Yes. Learned what?
Learn where we aren't moving to Montana or Wyoming for retirement.
Hey, it's good that you learned now and not when you actually did it. So, you know, saved you that. What did Carrie say?
About 80s and
80 Redondo. I love it. I know.
Redondo Beach
is so.
Because that was my grandma's maiden name.
I see. It says glow in the dark. Nerd dye is pretty good. Still need to dot them. Okay. How are you dotting them? If you don't mind me asking, because like I said, like I saw the whole the video and I was wondering like what's the next process, and since it's dotting them, if you don't mind sharing, how are you gonna dot them? Have an event this weekend. Cool, Jennifer. Awesome. What kind of event? What are you gonna have on your event? Glitter, some 80s inspired tumblers. Nice, Jessica. Cool. 80s are the best. Been making a bunch of pens and some dog tags with alcohol inks. Nice. Look at you guys. You guys are busy over there, huh? I love it. Love it. But yeah, make sure you guys, when you guys are crafting, and if you guys if you guys do follow us on our platforms, please make sure you guys tag us on them. We love watching those videos, and we love to reshare them. So please tag us. They're a lot of fun to watch. So you guys are very, very creative and very talented crafters. So please make sure that you tag us, because we want to show everybody else. It's not just for our eyes, but for everybody as well. Tumblers, pen, mouse pads, spinners, and mugs. Now, Jennifer, the mouse pads, are you using a press to do that? And how long does it take for you to do one mouse pad? Because I'm curious about that too. I'm actually been wanting to try it. And so I'm kind of curious and wanting to get some information on that.
And then Mary said she just ordered her F1 and can't wait for it to get here.
Awesome, you're in, huh? All right, F1 is great, awesome. Remember, we do have on our YouTube, Mary, if you go to our YouTube channel, we do have a unboxing and a tutorial on how to set up your F1. So if you have any issues or any problem, head over to our YouTube and check it out. For F1. I'm sorry. Scratch that. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I was thinking printer, sublimation. No, we don't. I'm sorry. I just lied to you. I'm so sorry. Yes, I got it confused with the Epson.
You got me confused.
Yeah, no, I literally, and you see how I saw that? I said that completely with like seriousness and like confidence. Completely off. I'm so sorry. No, F1, we are working on that. I'm sorry.
And Kayla said for dotting her dye, what she's been doing is black paint with the world's smallest paintbrush.
Okay.
Or the metal end of one of my tools. Thankfully, if I catch it early enough, I can wipe away anything outside the dots while it's still wet. Got it.
So you got to be very, very precise. Yes, hashtag blame Danny. Yes, absolutely. I will take credit for that one. I am so sorry. I mistaken. Yes, I'm sorry. I got you excited for that thing. So sorry. That's what it was then.
She said that she did trial and error, but she found out to press it for 25 seconds at 400 degrees.
Okay. So did you say Jennifer, just a regular press then that you're, or is it like our press, the small one? The first mouse pad was so thin. Okay. Yeah. Again, sorry. I apologize. That was my mistake. I completely got those two
mixed up. We do hope to have that video.
Yeah, that is on our list to do actually. So eventually we will have one up there. Just not yet, but yeah.
If you want to make it for us, we'll share it.
Yeah. Let's see what else. My first mouse was too thin. I know. Let's see what else. Cool. Well, again, welcome. Thank you guys for joining us again. We appreciate it. We do this every Tuesday. We craft. Sam's going to be crafting today. She has a couple options for you guys, so make sure you guys stay for the entire thing. A couple of announcements right now. If you haven't checked out on our website, right now we have 10% on Build a Bundle, so make sure you guys go out there and check that out, as well as 75% off epoxy items. So a good way of savings, good amount of savings out there for you to take advantage of. Make sure you guys go over there and check it out. While you're there, what's up? I thought you would do something.
Well, she said that she used the regular press, but when she makes more, she'll try with the press she got from us.
Cool. Yeah, let us know how that turned out, because that's I don't know. I think ours may be a little too small for the mouse pads, right? But I'm curious to see if it actually would work, because like I said, I'm actually curious about doing those mouse pads. I think they look so cool. Depending on the graphics, designs that you put out, I think they look really nice. So yeah, I'm curious to see it. So let us know, Jennifer, please. But yeah, so again, going back to the website, go check it out. A lot of cool savings up there. Build a bundle, epoxy items. Go take advantage of it while you're there. I know I say this a lot, but you do not want to miss on any newsletters. And for people that are signed up, please, I'm not lying. You do not want to miss on stuff, because there might be, maybe not, something coming around the corner, and you do not want to miss that. So if you haven't signed up for those newsletters and those alerts, go over there, sign up right now, sign up today. Do not want to miss on any of the new announcements coming soon. I am going to say, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to stop talking about that now, but make sure you go sign up. But again, a lot of information and cool things going on at MakerFlo that you do not want to miss. Let's see what else. Other stuff that you can find on our site is, our schedule for trade shows. Trade shows are coming up again. We're gonna start hitting the road again starting next month. The first trade show is gonna be in Pomona. We'll be at the Fairplex in California. All the information is on there, dates, locations, and even ticket pricing. Even a way of you saving $5 on any type of ticket. Go check it out. Make sure you guys are signed up for that. I mean, not signed up, but make sure you guys go check that out if you guys are interested in attending pinners. Like I said, next month we hit California, then we'll be in Texas, we'll be in Utah, and then the last one of the year will be here in Arizona.
So we did have a few new people join. Shay's here.
Hi Shay, welcome in.
And your angel friend Kelly's here.
Kelly, how's it going?
And then
how are you? Good to see you. Please
Jennifer hopes it's a Tumbler turner.
I'm not gonna say anything. Like I said, go sign up. Make sure you do not want to miss something coming your way.
I mean, one thing we can tell them.
I don't want to say much because I always end up spilling it anyways. But that's why I'm gonna stop talking now.
Okay, there's two things technically we can tell them. One thing we can tell them is one of the emails they'll get is the exciting email about our webinar coming up.
That's what I was gonna get to next.
And then the other thing I was gonna say is someone asked for something green tea related. Well, I would let her know that I know that they cleared space in the warehouse for those items, but that's it.
For the green tea related?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, Kayla, but she's told me to tell you that apparently they made some room for those items of that is tea related. So
But you remember when I sipping my tea?
Take it as it is. Over my head, I don't know. But yes, I don't know if you guys heard from last week. Sam and I are lucky enough to be hosting a webinar this week for APA. So if you can and you have nothing to do on Thursday, we will be doing a webinar. So if you would like to join, you are more than welcome to. I believe you might get an email for a link for you to sign up. If not, I think maybe Sam can drop it in the link on the comments right now, and you can sign up there. Should be a lot of fun. We had a nice little practice run today with a member of APA, and it's got a cool lot of information that Sam is going to share with you, and I am going to demo for them and show. So if you have nothing to do and you want to check it out, make sure you guys do. It's Thursday. I believe we'll have a story or some type of information, see the times and all that stuff. So if you guys want to join us, you guys are more than welcome to. The more the merrier. We appreciate how you guys are very supportive. So check it out if you have time. This Thursday we'll be doing a webinar. We're actually going to do it here in the studio. We were thinking somewhere else, and at the other building at MakerFlo, but I think it's probably better to do it here. So you'll see a familiar area if you do join. What did Shay say?
She finally got to open the package with the unicorn spits. So excited to create some projects with it.
Awesome, cool. I'm glad you got your package, Shay. And we are excited to see what you create. So please, again, let us show it off when you are done with it. Gotta learn now from when we finally.
I forget that they don't do sublimation. Like, I feel like Jess and Kayla do so much.
Yeah,
I don't even
it's
think
really
about that.
it's really surprising. Maybe that's something that Sam and I can push you to, because you guys are very talented.
Don't push you to enough.
Yeah. Sam's not pushing enough, huh? So that's maybe something we can get you guys going, and that maybe send you something. But yeah, we would love. You guys are so talented that I'm sure you guys will knock it out of the park again. Anyways,
I would tell them too. Feel free to share that link, because the APA was telling us today normally they only let members do those things. Yeah,
apparently they're very strict on how and who they invite to these webinars. So feel free to share that link if you are able to. Share it out. Share it to whoever people you want. They were saying for our audience, and because it's MakerFlo, they wanted to do something, try something differently. So please go ahead and share it. Like I said, the more the merrier. We love you guys when you guys are around, you interact. We love having you there. So having you guys be there and maybe seeing some familiar faces would be awesome.
Show up and ask us easy questions.
yeah.
And look, there's Holly.
Because, hey, Holly, how's it going? Happy Tuesday. So, yeah, so again, a lot of cool things going on here at MakerFlo. The most important thing, though, make sure you do not, that you do sign up for these newsletters. You don't want to miss what's coming around the corner, and literally around the corner. So, yeah, let's see. Any questions? Should we get to crafting? I think I probably spoke enough. Should we be getting out of the way so Sam can start crafting? But, yeah, cool. I think that's it for me. I'm done speaking, and I'm going to let Sam take over and start crafting. So,
right.
Yeah, enjoy.
Let's see. Let's turn this guy on real quick. $75. Perfect. Okay. All right, guys. So we thought we would give you guys a little preview and give ourselves some practice for the APA webinar that we'll be doing on Thursday. So we brought to you guys in this first live, we will be sublimating with an oven.
RT Crafty, hello.
Hello, Victoria. Good to see you. I have to say, I love the videos that you've been coming up with. They're super cute. They're crisp and clean, and everything looks amazing. Great job. Keep knocking it out of the park. But for this first live today, guys, we're going to be working primarily with the oven, and we're going to be talking about kind of what you can specifically do with the oven versus what you would have to do with the press. So I brought 3 very different items in front of me here, all with, I would say, different levels of difficulty. But these 3 are all available to be sublimated in the oven. So basically, we're trying to show you that this big oven makes just a diverse amount of items. So I have a wind spinner here, I have a 40-ounce cup here, and I have a sublimation pen. So what we will do is we'll probably get to at least 2 of the items from here. I don't think we'll get to all 3, but at least 2. So the first thing I'm gonna have you guys do is vote for the one that you wanna see the most, and we'll do that one first, and then we'll move on to the next one and we'll take it from there. The next live that we're doing today will actually be working with a press, cup press, and a flat press. So Pen's got the first vote, spinner. And remember, we're doing these in the oven. So
1-1. It's tied right now.
Wow, you guys, all 3 of you voted for something different. Who else wants to back up these guys here so that we got a winner in the group? Let's see. Pen, spinner, cup, spinner. All right. Let's do it. Spinner time then.
Spinner wins, spinner. She voted spinner again.
I'm actually pretty excited to do the spinner.
Cup came in second.
All right, well maybe we'll do the cup next, but let's do the spinner first and let's see if we have time to get to that cup. All right, now for the spinner, and if you guys already know the answer, don't tell me yet, but I know that when we do the spinner through...
Wants to do the cup too.
All right, we'll do the cup next. But I know that when we've done the spinner in the past, when we do like a flat press item, you voted twice, don't tell.
Yeah.
You just told on yourself, Jennifer. No, here's what happened. I noticed how many people were actually in the chat, and I was like, yeah, I think that a double vote will be okay this time. So don't worry, we're realists here, and we understand.
Well, Melissa came in late, and she said spinner. So
Perfect.
I mean,
Good job,
yeah.
Melissa.
And then
Awesome.
Mary said, love the MakerFlo spinner.
Great. So I mean, the big question is when we do these on the flat press, we've got to do them separate, right? We do one side, then we do the other side. So my big question here is, if I do it on that mesh rack, can I just do it once and that's it? Maybe I can flip it halfway through. Let's try it, right? So I'm going to take this wind spinner out. I'm going to wrap both sides. Now, for those of you at home, let's see, Jess was just busy
Videoing the Turner and missed voting.
Aw, how could you, Jess? You could have been the tiebreaker. It's okay. We figured it out, though.
Carrie said, I made my first spinner about 3 months ago.
Awesome. Awesome,
What did
Carrie.
you do on the spinner?
Yeah, we want to see what you did. If you are able to post like a photo of it, we'd love to see it. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start getting my little spinner print cut out. I brought this cool little lighthouse today because we haven't done a design like this before, and we're trying to bring you some different stuff. So we'll go ahead and get this cut out first. You're working on a football, like a football tumbler? Oh, that's awesome.
Was that what it is? Because I was going to ask, what about the football?
Okay, I'm assuming a football tumbler.
What about the football, Jessica? Please elaborate a little more.
Danny is intrigued.
Yes, intrigued.
All right, and I'm gonna cut this out for you guys. We've talked about these before. Our wind spinner prints are a little bit bigger than the spinner itself. So just cut as close to the edge as possible. Try not to leave a whole lot of white behind, and you should be good to go. So I'm gonna trim all of this out, and then let's just talk about pressure while we're doing this, okay? Now, for those of you at home that have used both an oven and a press, tell me what you guys think the biggest difference is.
Oh, she's a tumbler. It's 15 ounce getting turned into a football. Nice.
Awesome. That's really cool.
That's gonna look pretty cool.
Yep, we're excited.
Yep.
So like a barrel tumbler? Or is it a...
She said 15 ounce.
Yeah, that's the barrel.
Yeah, the barrel. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's the barrel.
I'm excited. Could you imagine throwing one of those tumblers? I feel like so scared to drop it just because that takes so much time.
Wait, is she... Huh. Yeah, the barrel. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, the barrel.
Awesome. Let's see, and I'm just slowly getting all this cut out. Did anybody answer that question there? For anybody here who has done the press and the oven at home, what do you guys think is the biggest difference before I just tell you?
Jessica said we'll test throwing it.
Send it to us, we'll test it for you. Well, we could take a fun video. Imagine how fun that video would be. Where, okay, so from your side, you're throwing it, and then exactly, you ship it to us, we catch it.
Yep, I like it.
We could do that. That'd be so much fun. Or I think you could do that like as a stitch thing too, but we would still need the cup.
Jennifer said ghosting more with pens when you don't apply even pressure.
That's exactly it. She hit the nail on the head. So the biggest difference between the oven and the press is absolutely pressure. So if for those of you that have used a press before, you know that when you use like a shell press or a tumbler press, it clamps closed usually. Like you use a handle and it like kind of latches. So basically that press provides a lot of the pressure for you, so you don't have to do quite as much taping as you would when you're using the oven, because the oven provides you with nice consistent heat, but it does not give you any pressure from the outside of the oven. So think of the tape that you're doing when you're like sublimating on something that's going to go in the oven as your press pressure. So that's why you have to wrap everything so tightly when you're using the oven. Whereas with the press, they literally just usually do a strip of tape along the seam, and that's it. So that's one of the biggest differences that I've seen. If you guys can think of anything else, feel free to let us know. But for now, I'd say that's definitely the biggest thing that I've considered. Now, next thing I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna line these up. I want these to be pretty even.
Oh.
Danny, favorite football team?
The Rams.
The Rams, he says, guys. The Rams. Why the Rams? Are they from California?
No, originally they're from St. Louis.
Oh.
And they moved to California, and they went back to St. Louis, and then went back to California.
Okay, so they're travelers.
So they're
They're gypsies.
Yeah, but now they're California.
We claim them as California.
Plotting?
You're plotting?
Ah. I don't know if I'm excited now.
You were so excited
so
a second
excited.
ago.
Yeah, not anymore. I don't know now.
Alright guys, and that was my oven thermometer. The timer just went off.
No, they made up their mind, Kayla. They're there now for sure.
They're sure?
I hope so.
Okay. Alright, so guys, I am lining up this wind spinner as best as I can. I want it to be pretty even so that when it sublimates and spins, it makes sense. So I've kind of lined up these pieces of paper to where they match on either side, and now I'm gonna apply some tape to keep them in place. Now, I'm using my thick tape right now just because it takes up more space.
See, Kelly gets it. See, So my dad had season tickets when the Rams were in Anaheim back in the day. Yeah, because they used to use the Angel Stadium as their field.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Love it. You don't sound too confident there, man. Oh, I'm confident. I know they're there for the next couple of years. They just got a new stadium, so.
All right, so I am taping all of this up. Now, again, remember we talked about pressure as being the big takeaway here. So what we want to do is make sure that this paper is flat against the wind spinner on both sides so that we don't have any ghosting. So I'm actually going to just pull up these long strips like this, and I'm going to start from the center and wrap all the way around till I have gotten everything nice and even. What's so funny, Danny?
Poor Sam just hanging the sports talk.
Yeah, I don't understand it, so I can't respond to it, Kayla. Yeah. But yeah, here we go. So feel free to continue talking sports with Danny, or if you have some sublimation questions, I'm happy to answer them. Because we will be doing a webinar on Thursday, and I would like to be prepared for it.
Maybe, who knows, maybe we'll turn into sports.
Maybe it'll turn into how to talk about the Rams and where they live. All right, we'll see. It's okay, you still have, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. My family looks at it the same way. They trick me into watching the Super Bowl almost every year. I'm surprised they're not in this chat yet. What happens is, the Super Bowl is really close to my little brother's birthday. So usually they're like, oh yeah, come over for your little brother's birthday. And then I show up, and it's the Super Bowl. And I'm like, again.
Thank God.
It happens every year. I'm not lying. Some years I remember, and I think about it ahead of time. And those years I show up late. But, yeah.
Kayla said I need to pay attention to how to sublimate so I'm prepared.
That's right. That's right.
For the commercials and the halftime show.
Now, and if anybody here has actually sublimated a wind spinner in the oven before, I would love to hear how that worked out for you. If you did both sides at once, like I'm attempting to do now, let me know.
Kelly's asking, is there a measurement guide on the website for the spinner?
If there isn't, I know there will be soon. But yeah, let's find out.
Let's see. Template?
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
There is. Look at that, guys.
There is for the 4-inch.
Awesome.
Let me make sure there is for the...
So far the 4-inch has one, guys. So good news there. We're checking on that 8-inch right now. And while we're talking templates, who out there uses our templates? And are they easy for you? Are you aware of the templates? Do they not work for you? Let me know, because sometimes it's a battle for me, and I'm just curious where you guys stand on that. They say Puppy Bowl equals Super Bowl? The puppies show up sometimes at Super Bowl?
They have their own thing on the... Animal, is it Animal Planet that has...
I would go to the Puppy Bowl.
I think that's it. Yeah, they both do.
That sounds pretty cool. So yes, both wind spinners have templates, guys. Good news there.
They do.
Do they have a kitten bowl? There's a puppy bowl, there should be a kitten bowl.
Okay, so Kelly, there is for both. And then do start right? What I do I tried the 40 ounce and it didn't work for me. Okay, she talking about the...
I think so. With that 40 ounce, are you talking about the wrap? And is that the only one that doesn't work for you? Or was that the first one you tried? Let me know. The puppy bowl is way better. It sounds way better. I'm totally gonna like try to hijack the TV next year and make the puppy bowl happen.
I don't think I could copy the template for the wind spinner. I think it'll just take it to the actual page.
Okay. Yeah, we can still.
But it is there. If you scroll down, it's under right under details. Right as soon as it says crafters. It's template
Okay.
on it. But yeah.
And then Kelly's saying yes and yes. It's the only one that hasn't worked. Okay. So do me a favor and send an email to sales@makerflo.com and kind of just let us know what happens for you. So here's what happened for me. The way that I had to do it is I downloaded the 40-ounce template. I want to say it was the first file that pops up is the one that I downloaded because I think 3 pop up all together. And what I did specifically was I had to separate the bottom half from the top half. So I had to put them on different pages, and then from there I removed the like the graphic little artwork and then just dropped in the ones that I wanted to use instead. So maybe try to see if separating them helps you a little bit better. The only other thing too is you've got to remember that it has to be on paper that is 8.5 by 14 because the 40s just are they're too wide, like they're a little bit bigger than the 8.5 by 11. So hopefully it's one of those two things. If it's not, just contact sales@makerflo.com and we'll see if we can figure out what's going on there for you.
It's not the printing that's the issue, right? Or is it the printing? Is that what you're talking about? Or is it actually?
It sounds like the download itself she's having trouble with. But yeah, so I say try that, and if that's not working, sales@makerflo, because let's get it working for you guys, because it doesn't do any good if it's not something that isn't useful. Okay, so this wind spinner, the reason why I'm like shaking it around is I'm just making sure that the wind spinner inside isn't moving. Because remember guys, like one of the tricks that we do for the cups is we hold it with 2 fingers, you give it a shake to make sure it's snug inside of the wrap. I'm making sure that that wind spinner isn't moving so that it doesn't ghost or get any like weirdness happening to it. So I feel good about this. Not sure if I should feel so good about it, but let's find out how it goes.
So Kelly said, okay, I'll try it. Yes, I bought the bigger paper. I'll try that again.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Yeah, try that. And if not, like I said, sales@makerflo.com. The reason why I so confidently give you that email is the guy who helped me figure it out, his name is Steven, and he is one of the 2 people who answers those emails. So he should be able to help you as well.
And then Jennifer said my problem was the drivers. Didn't realize I could download them.
Oh, gotcha. So that's probably for the F-170. Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Well, once you got those drivers downloaded, was everything smooth sailing from there? Just out of curiosity. And let's throw this in the oven, guys, before too much more time goes by, and I'll see if I can try to get a 40 wrap for you too. So I'm going to put this in the oven, which is already preheated.
You got it?
I'm going to do 3 minutes on each side. I'm good for this first side, but when it flips, I'll need your help, please. Hey, Siri.
Yep.
Set a timer for 3 minutes.
Perfect now.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. Okay, so just so you guys are aware, I am guessing as to the amount of time that this needs in the oven based off of how long we do our tumblers. 375 for 6 minutes typically. So I'm doing 375 for 3 minutes on one side, then we're gonna flip it and do 375 for the other.
Oh, so you are gonna do it the same way?
Yeah, just because it's sitting on that mesh rack.
Yeah.
So I want to give it like equal sides a chance to heat up. If that just made sense to me. So we'll try that. All right, the 40 has the most votes next. So let's go ahead and bust out that 40 and try to get this guy wrapped in the next 10 minutes so that you guys can see how that's like. All right, good. I'm glad that it's working better now, Jennifer. Yeah, and I'm so sorry. I know that those ovens can be a little bit of a pain. Or not the ovens, the printers. But we did go ahead and make like a driver download video for that as well. So if you're ever hearing someone else with that issue, just send them to our YouTube. But we do have a full download video for like how to unbox it, how to walk through all the drivers and get it like the test printouts done and everything like that. So hopefully that'll help. All right, guys, so I am removing my lid because we don't need that for sublimating. I'm gonna take out my little care card. I did have a really, let's see, what was that question? With the
mesh lines, do they show up on the spinner?
That's a great question. We're about to find out. We are gonna find out together, guys. I'm not sure how it'll work, honestly, so I kind of wanted to test it with my friends here, so that's where you come in, and here we are. Yeah, I mean, that's good too. And we have used YouTube as some study materials. But yeah, we'll see how this goes right now. One thing I do want to point out is when we were talking to our APA friends today, they asked me, they're like, how do you tell customers not to put their cups in the dishwasher? Now, as crafters, I don't know if you guys have your own way of doing it, or if you just use like the care cards that we throw in the cups and just kind of keep those in your cups. What do you guys think is the best way to let people know that you don't want to put your cup in the dishwasher? Let me know, guys. And while you're doing that, remember how we always do our cups with the overlap? How they kind of overlap a little bit. So we're going to protect the seam line right now. And I'm doing that with my thin tape because I think it's just a little bit more, it just fits a little better, I think.
So I use the care cards that come with, with them. I put little cards in there. For
awesome.
dinner, we made care cards, and I always, where'd it go?
I always mention it too.
I use the cards. Okay, how many 40-oz tumblers can we sublimate at the same time in the oven?
That's a great question. I think we've done 3.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, for sure 2. I want to say we've gotten as many as 3. The only thing is you have to be careful with the, like if they're full wraps or not. As long as they're full wrap, then you're good. But if you leave some of that space exposed and they're touching, then that can be an issue. So you want to just make sure at least they're full wraps, and if not, just do 2 at a time. We can use your care cards and our glitter tumblers. We make our own. Perfect. So I confidently told her, I was like, we have care cards. This is what our crafters use. So I feel really good knowing that that is awesome. You guys rock. Okay, cool. Danny, would you mind flipping this for me, please? Yes. And I'm going to set the timer for another 3 minutes.
Oh,
there's gloves right
in
here.
front of you. Sorry, guys, walking right in front of you.
You guys met Danny, right? All right, set up for 3 more minutes.
All right, flipping it over. All right.
Oh, I forgot to do one thing.
Huh.
Do we have a lid in here?
A lid?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
the handle?
I can get you one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll go get it. I know where it's at. I just saw one.
There might be one in here.
Yeah, there is.
Yep. So guys, the reason why I am pulling out, Kayla said, nope, never seen Danny. The reason why I'm taking a lid out, guys, is I don't know if you remember from last week when we talked about the lining things up trick. So if you just go ahead and put your little handle on your cup beforehand, it'll help you figure out where you want your seam line to live. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that handle there for now to kind of help me line everything up. But it looks like this is about where I'll have it. That way, when you put your handle on, your seam line is covered by your handle. So you always want to line it up with the handle on so that you know where this is going to rest. So let me go ahead and just put that in place there. I'm going to go ahead and do one little piece of tape right across the middle just to hold that snug. And then we'll get that bottom one lined up and we'll wrap them both.
And then Kayla said, Larry just told Jess the same thing as she was about to UBDTF 40.
Oh yeah? See? Look at you guys. I appreciate y'all listening and sharing our tips and tricks. That's awesome. And I feel like I got this from Danny, so I stole it too. Right? Or did you get it from someone? You got it from Mark maybe?
Yeah, when we were shooting
Gotcha.
for it, he was like, oh, what if we do that? I'm like, oh, you're a smart guy.
Love how we all just borrow from each other and then we're all really smart. Now guys, when you are lining this up with your seam line, this is something that Danny and I were just talking about today. You want to make sure that it is not going over the edge of the paper at all. If anything, you want to err within the side of the paper. That way you don't have that dreaded white seam line that everybody hates. So if it's over the paper, just pull up that tape and lay it back down again. Whenever the cup is kind of curved, it can be a little harder to match that up the way it should be. So you really just want to take your time with it and make sure that you're lining it up correctly. So you guys can see how it goes just about to the edge of the paper? That's where you want. Perfect. All right, cool. So now I'm gonna go ahead and line that up with where I had the top one. Perfect, so that my seams are matching. There we go. You guys can see that, cool. And then once I have this part lined up, I'm gonna take the handle off and finish crafting. Any questions so far, guys?
Did the timer go off yet?
I actually feel it buzzing right now. Look at you. Does it look like it's sublimated or does it look like it needs more time?
No,
Yeah.
it really does.
Looks
like,
toasty?
It looks colorful.
All right. I'm excited. Let's see how this goes.
Oops, sorry guys.
All right. Okay. We might have done it. I'm pretty excited. Okay. All right, guys. So I've got just my little center tape pieces done.
Unless you finish that? Or?
Sure. It's going to be hot. Be careful.
both of them.
So Danny's unwrapping the spinner right now, guys, and we're going to keep going. That way you guys can see it all, okay? Let's see. The tops you put in the paper is completely on the edge. Yeah, so the paper is very like on the edge of where everything is. But yeah, the tape that I put in was just to protect the seam line. Because see how we have that overlap here? Otherwise, it would be like a double image in that spot where both of the papers are laying down, if that makes sense. Okay. So now I have my center points done. Looks nice and well lined up. I'm going to go ahead and do a few more strips of tape. But this time I'm going to use my wide tape so that I don't have to use as much. And I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I pull from the same direction as the paper. That way it's laying nice and flat. Here we go. Awesome. And now I'm going to go ahead and go around and do the bottom as well. Here we go. If it's bad, can you just act like you scratched it or something, please? Did you guys hear that? No, I'm just kidding. But any questions so far, guys? Or are we making some sense? Let us know. Nice and tight. And if you guys have pressure problems at home and like lining it up and just doing pressure with your own hands isn't enough, they also have Pinch Perfect tools from Plymouth Creative that make it really easy to do that as well. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get the seam lines real quick, and then we're gonna go around the top and the bottom. I'm so curious as to how that spinner came out. All right, and then I'm just tucking this tape in over the edge to keep that nice and secured in place. I'm gonna do the same thing to my other seam. Ho-ho! Looks pretty solid. All right, guys, I don't want to spoil anything, but it looks pretty cool so far. All right, since you guys have seen me wrap a 40 before, do you guys want Danny to show you how it turned out? And you guys can judge my very first wind spinner done by the oven.
All right, guys, so here you go. This is the wind spinner sublimated on the oven. What do you guys think? How did it turn out? Tumblers are next on my list. Bought 3 cases of MakerFlo coasters. Nice. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you guys are seeing. Sorry, I was walking away to read the stuff. But yeah, check it out. Came out really good. Look at that color on it. Oh, I threw away the paper. Let me get the paper so you guys can see how much ink was released on it. But that looks really good.
I'm honestly, I expected it to be blurry and ghosted, and I'm pretty content.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the actual design paper. Look how much ink was released off of it. So yeah, we got most of the sublimation ink on the spinner. Mm-hmm. So yeah, both sides. Oh, that looks great. Beautiful, pretty, love it. It came out really good. Look at Sam showing off. Yeah, looks really good. Pretty nice. Pretty cool. Good job, Sam.
And you guys, just so you know, like, we don't plan this. Like, we don't know how they're going to turn out. So I appreciate your confidence in me, but I am genuinely pleased with the results of this. So I would say 10 out of 10. I recommend the oven for the wind spinners. You can do both sides at once. They are very hot, so you might want to make sure you have at least 2 MakerFlo gloves. But yeah, other than that, I think that was a lot easier than having to wait and like repress and get a block to put them on and all that jazz. I think this might be the new answer for that. All right. So guys, what we'll do next, because we're running a little bit low on time, I'm gonna go ahead and finish wrapping this and just show you guys kind of how it looks wrapped. we'll get it baked, and if we don't have time to unwrap it on this live, we'll get it unwrapped before the next one on Instagram. But just so you guys know, the next thing we have lined up for you is gonna be how to work with the press. So specifically, we're gonna have a tumbler press. We've got some tips from Steven. So we're gonna go ahead and use those tips to see what we can do. We've also have our little flat press here, so we can do some things like that. But yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll get some pressing done and let you guys kind of see how that works as well, so you can see the two different techniques. And then let me show you my cup. This is all pretty much wrapped up. Okay, so see, we've got the seam, we've got little strips across, we've also got all the way around the top, the bottom, and then the top and the bottom on the middle part as well. Technically, this part here could be sublimated on as well. You would just need that third wrap to go around that size of it. So because this size and this size are a little bit different, so is this one, it'd basically be 3 parts. So we're working on getting that third part soon, but for now, this is how you'd want to have it wrapped. We'll bake this in the oven. We're gonna do 3 minutes on each side. It is too tall to stand in the oven on its own, unfortunately, just barely, but we'll put it on its side for 3 minutes and then flip it halfway. So I'll go and throw that in right now. What was Kayla saying?
She said I took one of Sam's book and took a coaster subprint from the mini kit and pressed it on a random black glass ornament we had.
Isn't that fun? To change it into something else. So I know you were supposed to be a coaster, but not today. Let's set this for 3 minutes. All right, guys, so what do we think? Any questions on the oven, how it works? You might have noticed that it's back in stock. The oven is available on the website again. It was out for a little bit, but it's back. What's cool to know about this oven too is we also have a full tutorial on the unboxing of it, how to use it, which is super duper simple. But yeah, back, and I think it's discounted too. Do you want to double check the pricing? I want to say what it is, but it's so low that I don't want to say it unless in case I'm wrong. Because it used to be $400 is where we'll start.
Yeah, it used to.
I think now it's
Yeah.
$299, guys. Look at that. It's like $100 cheaper than what it used to be. So definitely a great time to stock up, get that oven if it's something you've been curious about, and you want to sublimate. This thing is great. The only thing that it can't really handle is, like clothing material, stuff like that. But anything like a cup or like metal surfaces, things like that, definitely just throw them in the oven, wrap them, and you should make sure that your tape is pressed nice and tight against your sublimation image and you're good to go. But yeah. Thank you. We think it's a good deal too. But yeah, that's about all I have for you guys. We've got about 10 minutes before our next live on Instagram. So I think we're going to have to step away and prepare for that one, if that's okay with you guys. Any last minute questions, my friends? Will they come out with a bigger oven down the line? I don't see why not. Do you need a bigger oven, Jennifer? I'll let him know. So Jennifer said that she doesn't have enough room in her oven, so she wants a bigger one. But yeah, bigger is always better. This was our very first iteration at an oven, so I'm sure we'll come up with more soon. But yeah, thank you guys. Danny, any parting words of wisdom for our friends here?
No, again, just thank you guys for joining us. Again, we always are very, very thankful you guys join and stay and stick around. Bigger is always better, she said. Yeah. But yeah, no, again, just make sure you guys are signed up. I said it earlier at the beginning of the live. You do not want to miss any new news, something coming around the corner. So make sure you guys are signed up for our newsletter. But besides that, again, thank you guys for joining us, and we hope to see you guys on the next one. So have a happy Tuesday and
stay crafty.
Which that we can make the keychains too.
They're not in the oven.